Hey guys, and welcome on back for another video here on the channel. Thank you all so much for joining me and returning for all of my returning subscribers. As we can see, we are going to be doing a video dedicated to my debt and seeing how much progress I have made so far. These are always one of my favorite videos to make, so I'm super excited to see where my numbers are. And if you are interested in seeing where I am currently in terms of my debt, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so as I said, this video will be all about my debt tracker. For those who do not know, I like to track my debt every month just to see how much progress I made from one month to the next, and that is what we will be doing today. If you are new to this channel, I would like to welcome you. Thank you so much for stopping by and clicking on the video. And what I talk about here on this channel is all things related to my finances. I am 24 years old and I wanted to better manage my money. So I wanted to become financially free in terms of my debt. So I am using the Debt Snowball Method to eliminate that. And I also got into budgeting and using the cash envelope system to help me stay on track with my budget. So if that sounds like something you would like to learn about, something you are interested in watching, then go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and join the family because I would love to have you. And don't forget to click the bell so that you never miss a video. But now let's go ahead and see where my debt is so far. So before we get started, I feel like it's always important to mention that if you are ever interested in any of the budget sheets that you see me use on my channel, I do have them available within my Etsy shop. You can digitally download all of these sheets right within your home and you can get started with your budgeting today. The link for that is always left down in the description, and as always, your support is very much appreciated. So the first step that I always do for my debt tracker is just go ahead and list my debts. If you have been following me in my journey, you know that I am down to my student loans, which is Great Lakes. That is currently the only debt I have left, and my student loan is broken up between 8 different loans. So I have been using the Debt Snowball Method to slowly knock down each loan. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and write down all of my debts, and then I'll bring you guys right on back. So as I mentioned, this is how I break down all 8 of my Great Lakes student loans. So in terms of the balances, we already know from last month that I paid off number 1, I paid off Great Lakes number 2, and I paid off Great Lakes number 3. So last month the goal was to pay off Great Lakes number 4, and I am happy to report that we were able to eliminate this loan. So that is also now at 0. And I made a little bit of progress for my Great Lakes number 5. So today, that loan is now at $1,970. So the goal this month is to try and eliminate as much as I can with Great Lakes number 5. I'm sure I won't be able to eliminate it entirely, but I'm gonna throw as much money as I can for this loan. So after that, we have Great Lakes number 6. That is at $3,143, and Great Lakes numbers 7 and 8, they are both the same at $4,940. So just to quickly explain the Debt Snowball Method for anybody who isn't too familiar with it, what you do is you go ahead and list all of your debts from smallest to largest, and then you focus on your lowest debt first. And any extra money that you come across, you try and eliminate this debt. In this process, you don't consider any interest because the main goal is just the satisfaction of getting these quick wins and eliminating the lowest debt as fast as you can. So for me, I try not to focus on the interest. I solely just look at my lowest balance and try to get rid of that as fast as I can. So the next thing that we can look at are the due dates. So technically, student loans do not have a due date because they are in forbearance, but they are normally due on the 26th. So I'm just trying to keep thinking as if they are due so I don't lose the habit of paying on them. So since the 26th applies to all of them, I'm just going to go ahead and bring down an arrow. And for a minimum payment, every month I consistently pay at least $483. And then any extra money that I come across, like I was telling you guys, that is also what I feed into my debt snowball method. So now comes the moment of truth, where I total up all of my balances so far and see what we have for a total for my debt. So what I have so far in the month is a debt total of $14,993. When I tell you guys, every month I am just so happy to see the balances go down. This is just what I love to see, and it just keeps me going to let me know you are almost there, girl. So now that my total is now at $14,993, I like to compare that to the previous month. So if we look over here, this is my debt tracker from the month before. And we see that last month I had a total of $16,660. So that is what I write here for last month's debt total. So that will be $16,660. And then to go ahead and get last month's payoff total, that is just how much money I was able to eliminate between one month to the next. So if we do the $1660 minus the $1493, we see that is $1,667 that I was able to put towards my debt just within 1 month. I always forget how much I am doing, and I seem to overlook how much work I have been putting in. And don't let a small number discourage you. At the end of the day, we are all doing the best we can with what we have. So even if it's $50, that is progress. It's just about growth and being consistent. So the next thing that we do is look at my debt percent paid off, because I also enjoy doing that. And the way I get this percentage is I start with my starting debt number. So I started with $3,099 worth of debt. I subtract that from where I am today with my debt, so the $14,993. So we see that is $18,106. So I like to also keep track to see how long I have been doing this. So with this month, it's going to be 13 months I have been on this debt-free journey. So within 13 months, I've paid off $18,106. And if we look at that for a percentage, all we have to do is just divide this number by our starting debt, so 33099, and we see that is 0.547. So that is 54% of my debt paid off. So last month I was super excited because I reached my halfway mark, and now we're continuing with the progress and with the growth at 54%. So that is simply how I go over my debt totals, just to see in terms of numbers what I'm doing, and it's a nice pat on the back to let me know that you are still on track. So the next thing that I like to do is also get a visual representation of all of the progress that I've done. So I'm going to show you guys my color trackers. Okay, so here we have my lovely jar. I love my jar. This jar has been with me from the beginning, and this jar signifies my entire debt that I owed. So the $33,099, that is what this jar signifies. So the way that this jar is colored in is in terms of percentages. And we just saw when I filled out this tracker that I was at 54%. So that is how much we are going to color in for the jar, 54%. So I'm just going to take my purple and I will color this in. All right, everyone, so there you go. That is 54% filled in, and it's super exciting because now we are more than halfway filled with the jar, and it's so exciting once all of this will be completely filled in. So now that I did my jar, I do have a progress tracker where I track my individual loans, and then we can go ahead and color that in as well. All right, so here we are back at my progress tracker. This is what I use to track my individual loans. As we can see, I used to have a dental, a Heartland, and a Wells Fargo credit card, but I have paid all of these off and I put the dates on when I paid them off. And it's just nice to look back and remember how far you came. But now I am on the back of my progress tracker because I only have my student loans to finish now. So now let's look at Great Lakes and see how much we can color in. So if we bring back my calculator, if we look down here for my Great Lakes, we see that I started with 22,802. And then if we subtract and put where we are today, so 14,993, we see that is $7,809 that I have paid off so far for my student loans. So with that being said, I can color up until this 7,750. So I'm gonna go ahead and color up until here. All right, everyone, so there we go. We made some nice progress and moved, and now hopefully next time we can move down to the next row. So that is all I do. As always, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead, leave some comments down below letting me know how it's going with you guys. And if you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave that down in the comments as well. If you enjoyed the video, also don't forget to give it a thumbs up because that is the best way to support my channel. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I would really appreciate that. I would also like to thank you all for getting me to 8,000 subscribers. I just recently hit that number, so thank you guys so much. I can't believe that people are actually interested in watching my journey, so I really do appreciate each and every person that comes back and leaves such nice comments. But for now, guys, that's all I have, and I will see you all next time in my next video. Bye, guys.